We're into August now, and I don't know if you know it, but August is Hair Loss Awareness Month, and now you're aware, just like I am, and we want to welcome to the program Dr. Hussein Rahal is here, of the Rahal Hair Transplant, the founder. Good to have you on the program.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's not a problem I have, and I'm very thankful for that, having a full head of hair.
Yeah.
But there are so many fellas out there who battle with hair loss all the time. Eh?
Yeah, about by the age of 50, about 50% of men will have hair loss that can be treated surgically.
Right.
It also affects women. Women are commonly...
we were talking about that this morning, yeah.
Yeah. So women are commonly affected, and it affects them a little bit more psychologically than men. Men are expected to lose hair, whereas women do lose hair. They're more able to hide it with, because they have longer hair. Yeah. But it does affect them just as much.
Exactly, and you have solutions to those problems for a lot of people, right?
We do. Yeah. First we have to figure out what is the cause of the hair loss.
Right.
So most of the time it is a genetic reason. So in men, 90% of the reasons is genetic. Yeah. So that you cannot really treat with most over-the-counter products and or medications. Right. There are a couple of medications that are proven by the FDA, like Propecia and Proscar, that can work to reduce the rate of hair loss.
For the most part, though, is it safe to say that having surgically implanted hair is a better way to go for most people?
Well, when the medications are not working and when there's no way you can hide it by, you don't want to have a comb over, you don't want to cover it with a hat all your life. So ultimately surgery can be the solution. Yeah. Today, with the advancement of the surgeries, we can have surgeries that look very, very natural, very undetectable. And you could meet a lot of men who've had surgery and you would not know they had it done.
You brought along an example of what you're talking about here. Yeah. This model has all kinds of markings on it, right?
Yeah, basically when we look at a typical patient, the hair loss can affect the front, where they lose it from the front, or the top or the crown. Genetically, these hairs in the back, you can see the zone that we call the safe zone. This zone is genetically programmed not to be lost.
So is that where you harvest the hair from?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So when we take hairs from this area, we can transplant them into the front, the top, or whatever area that's needed. Right. This way, these hairs will be permanently growing. And there's a couple of ways where we can take it. Traditionally, in over 80% of the procedures, we take a small strip, which is like demonstrated by this line. The strip is taken out, the hairs are taken out, then divided into 1 hair, 2 hairs, or 3 hairs. And then they are planted in the natural angles and direction. The other method, which is the more newer methods that we're using, is we're taking hair using a very small punch, which is about 0.8 millimeters, which can take out 1 hair or 2 hairs out at one time. Right. And when we take those out, you're left with a very, very small mark. So for men who want to have their hairs very short, you don't have a scar, you can have these little tiny dots that are easily covered. Right. So, yeah.
You do this by hand, but you also do it with a robot, is that correct?
Yes. So over the last 5 years, we've had advancements in utilizing this method, but using a robot. So today we have one of the first, it is the first robot we have in Canada. Right. And there's only about a handful worldwide. So the idea of, by taking this punch, is that we're still using a manual, to take out the hair, but the hairs are not always in a straight line and an angle. Right. So we have to adjust the angles and the depth. So when you're doing it by manually, we're very accurate, but if you can automate this, you can have a lot more precise approach to being able to extract the graft out.
There's a very interesting world that of hair surgery and stuff like that. So people should be in contact with you if they want to find out more. That's the best solution. Get in touch, make an appointment, and go from there, because everybody's different, right?
Right. There's a lot of misconceptions. Everybody's different. Everybody's reasons are different. So essentially, a professional opinion will help.
RahalHairTransplant.com is your first stop at the website. The good doctor here has people from all over the world coming to Ottawa for his treatments. Thanks for coming to see us.
Thank you.